Hello everyone, I'm Laura Gardner, and I have taken a look at our case example for our first role play. So for the first segment, in how I would begin the meeting and lay out the goals and the structure, and kind of gain the family's trust, I would thank them for coming into the session today. Make this a strength-focused approach in showing them that they are willing to reach out for help as they need to better change the dynamics of their family functioning. I also would lay some ground rules out. Those would be everyone should feel like this is a safe environment. Everyone should be given equal opportunity of speaking time and expressing their needs and their feelings. I would also explain that we will be using reframing and reflective listening skills throughout therapy. So we can change the thought processes of everyone involved and kind of using reflective listening skills to ensure that everyone's understanding the feelings and the needs of the family. I also would like to start out with the family by establishing roles. I would give each family member the opportunity to explain what they think their roles are, what their roles are currently, and if there's any area for change, either in their role or if there's something that they need from another family member in their specific role. I would also focus on how the patterns of the interactions are at first, seeing how they look at each other, how their eye contact is, how they are interacting, if they're giving time, if there's facial expressions that they're showing, and kind of redirecting those as needed. To interrupt bickering and blaming that the parents might start to do with each other, I would work and address conflict resolution skills and teach them how they can reframe the thoughts to make them feel less blamed or pointing the fingers at, using things like, I feel that you're doing this is upsetting me and it's giving me difficulties in this relationship. Definitely getting a good explanation of pointing and kind of being the mediator and keeping everyone focused and as strength-based as we can to work out the bickering that's occurring at the time. In this, I think, we can also refer back to setting the clear boundaries and that it's important that each person is given the correct time to express how they feel and showing them that each family member has a different outlook and how they view different things, such as parenting styles, really getting into that and establishing how they would like to parent if that's one of the concerns. I would also use, to kind of stop the bickering, is to have them role play and have them switch roles basically and have, say, per se, the one that's being blamed, have that role reversed. And so they can gain an understanding of how it feels to be in that position and that they can kind of see how they can change their thought process and hopefully change their boundaries and feel comfortable with expressing. Ending the session, I would just want to continue talking about the structure of the family and how the dysfunction comes from various things such as single parents, blended families, and really having the family focus on the problem and then everyone working together to have the primary goal and to bring the structural changes within the family. And one homework assignment that I would suggest is I would want them to sequence conflicts between now and the next session. I would like them to write very detailed descriptions of who was arguing, what were they doing, what time did this occur, what if the person was upset? Did something upset them at the beginning of the day? Did something happen at the middle of the day? Just to really get a lot of insight on where the conflict is arising, and so we can work on interventions to stop the escalation before it gets to the point of the high conflict in which the family would like to address. Being able to identify how to intervene before it gets to that level will help them establish coping skills, teaching them exit and wait plans so they can step away if need be. I also would explain, like, it takes a while to get a lot of detail with sequences, so bring back even in a notebook to see what you have, and we'll go from there. And then as conflicts arise, we will continue to sequence these even in therapy, and then they can see where the interventions will come in and where they can make the positive changes with communication. Thank you.